What's up, Virgo? It's your girl Kelly coming straight at you for the Queen Tarot B in Boston. This is for Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Mars, and Venus. So if you have those and they're prominent in your chart, then this is for you. However, keep in mind that the energies do go vice versa, and that's for you cross watchers. So if it does come in vice versa for you, then go ahead and leave a comment saying, hey, this is what Virgo's doing to me, and tell me your story. I frequently interact as much as I can with the comments on each of the videos. I'm very interactive with my page and the people here. If you want to, go ahead and subscribe. This is a very loving community. If this is not your story, please remember it is a general reading. So if this isn't your story, take the pieces that fit, leave the pieces that don't, and throw out the rest. I just opened my schedule again. I'm working 7 days a week, Monday through Sunday. However, my last appointment is at 5 o'clock, so remember that. I'm working 7 days a week, but my last appointment is at 5 o'clock because I have to take nighttime to start taking care of my family. I am now 29 weeks, and everyone keeps saying, show us the baby belly, so you're going to get a view of the baby belly. And I had to wrap my ribs because I pulled a muscle with the pneumonia. But there is the ginormous baby belly with kind of an ace bandage around it because she, and don't mind my Hello Kitty pajama pants, but you know what? I'm pregnant AF and don't care. Anyway, there's the baby belly. Everybody's been dying to see. Everyone on the videos has been like, show us the baby belly. So you got it. Keep in mind it's a general reading, and let's get into the good stuff. Okay, Virgo. What I'm feeling for you guys right now is that the Queen of Cups, when I was doing your meditation, yes, I'm still sick. Don't ask. The Queen of Cups in reverse kept coming up. So there's somebody, either you or someone around you, that doesn't really have the best of intentions. I'm getting the feeling like you've fallen out of love with somebody. You've fallen out of feelings for somebody, or whatever your situation might be. Now, instead of letting go, I feel like you're trying to balance two different lifestyles. Have your cake, eat it too? Virgo, doesn't work like that. And I think you got a swift message, a swift kick in the ass for doing it. I feel like this person found out. At least that's what it feels like during my meditation. It feels like this person found out and may have left you. Or you may have left them. Now, because the energy comes in vice versa, I'm going to say Virgo to keep everybody sane. Just so we don't confuse everyone. I feel like they may have left. And I feel like you're kind of on this thing where you're just watching and you're resting on your laurels and you're just waiting for the opportunity to become that King of Swords and come in and just start wiping stuff out of your life. And I also feel like someone may have wiped you out of their life based on what I'm feeling and seeing. In regards to you falling out of feeling for them and continuing on with them, but yet having somebody else or multiple other somebody else's. This could have been a marriage, but I do feel like you've got some legal things going on there. I definitely feel like, there's a go on a divorce here. You've tried mediating, you've tried counseling, I think, if this is a marriage, and that hasn't worked. Taking a break from each other hasn't worked. But I also feel like you have some things going on at work still. I feel like you're having to defend your position at work, and everything's kind of tumbling down at once. It feels like a tower moment has come in, and it's like your love life just went kaboom, and then here comes your work life, and you're like, what in the actual fuck? Everything came towering, well, no pun intended, but tumbling we'll use, down at once. Your foundation just completely broke. That happy home you had, now out of balance, now out of whack. I feel like work is not what it should be. Again, last month I touched on work with you guys, I believe. And I get the feeling like you just want to escape it all. Like you don't want to deal with it. You just want to push it into the closet of skeletons and shut the door and just forget that it happened. But it doesn't work that way, guys. When you try to balance two different lifestyles, like the Two of Pentacles, eventually you drop something. And you're trying to balance two different people or several different people, and it clearly didn't work out. I feel like people found out. I feel like maybe some of these people knew each other and you didn't realize that they knew each other. So you kind of got caught up in this. And these little love triangles are never good because people always find out. People always, always, always find out. It always comes out in the wash somehow. People get jealous. They want to tell your significant other. You say you're going to leave your wife, blah, blah, blah. Then your mistress comes running in and tells her anyway. And you're feeling like you just want to brush all that to the side because you're frustrated. You want this new beginning. You want to be able to celebrate something. Maybe a job offer that you're waiting for is coming in. Maybe money you're waiting for is coming in, but there's a new financial start there for you. And you want to celebrate it, but you're so busy caught up in the drama of getting caught into this lover's web or quarrel or whatever this might be. Feels like a big clusterfuck, honestly, that it's like you just want to push it aside, but you can't. And so instead of being happy about this new beginning, I feel like you're King of Swordsing it here. You just want to kind of chop everything off because you're pissed. Judgment came in and rained a tower moment on you for whatever you were doing or this person was doing to you, rained a tower moment on them. So it could be that you feel destroyed by what someone has done to you. So like I said, energies, vice versa. Remember that. As I end up getting comments like, I didn't do this, I don't know what you're talking about, and then people get nasty, and I'm like, do people listen to me when I talk? Or do I just talk to talk? And this is going to end a cycle. They're saying you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't have your hand in multiple cookie jars without getting busted. The divine don't really allow for it. That's why it always somehow comes out in the end, even in the weirdest damn ways. Yeah, I feel like there's a moment to go forward here and be happy, but the situation with your relationship is holding you back. You've got the Chariot. It's telling you to move forward, to go forward. But you're hermited away. And you're hiding from this happiness. Some of you, this may have health issues involved. And you're going to get some good news with the Sun. So if your health has been on the downswing, expect like an 11th hour miracle to come through here. I feel like, just like my last reading I did, I'm getting in that some of you are ill, very ill. Weird disorders or a cancer, and you're going to get some good news about that. But again, the situation with your relationship is really holding you down. Whatever happened there turned into a tower, turned into a disaster. And it's still going on, and you're just caught in the middle, and you want to just shove it in your skeleton closet and be done. You want the anxiety to be over. You're just over the whole thing. And you're disappointed in how it ended. Or they're disappointed in how it ended. They're disappointed that you didn't come to them and tell them. Or you're disappointed that they didn't come to you. It turned into this whole debacle before you found out or they found out or whichever way it goes. And now you're just stuck in it. You're stuck in that Ten of Swords, and it's like, in order to get out of it, maybe they're saying something about moving. You're going to have to make a split decision on moving. Maybe you live with this person, you're married to this person, but I do feel like justice, yeah. is going to become involved. So there's definitely a divorce proceeding that's going to come up, or a splitting of community asset between you two. But this is going to be a last minute decision on where to go, what to do, moving out, because I feel like you're kicking someone out or getting kicked out by this person, and figuring out your financial situation. And this could have something to do with the new start for you. Maybe it's finally a weight off your shoulders that this finally ended. Your guilt could have been, eating away at you. Excuse me. Excuse me while I die on camera. I just have had pneumonia my entire pregnancy. And now that I think the pneumonia was clearing up, I got a head cold from my husband. Isn't he sweet? But you're definitely King of Swordsing it, but you're getting in a nasty position. You're getting very nasty. And you have to remember something. This person was only a soulmate for you. They were there to teach you some lessons. And it may be that you can't do this and get away with it. It may be that you learned you should have just went to that person and said, hey, I'm no longer feeling this. I really think we should split our assets and go our own ways. But instead it was like you wanted to have your cake and eat it too. You wanted to hold on tight to everything you had like a security blanket. And unfortunately that doesn't work. Holding on to everything too tightly like this, you're going to lose it more than... That's like holding on to a person too tightly. You hold on to someone too tightly and they're going to want to get away from you. It's like if you chase something, it runs. If it chases you, you run. If you simply sit down and mind your own business, it comes right up to you because it's curious. You're holding on too tightly to things and it all fell apart. And I don't feel like justice is going to go in... I don't feel like justice is swinging your way. If you know what I mean. I feel like you're really going to get screwed in this. Because of the foolish decisions you've made. You may be in a blame state, or a blame country. A lot of states in the United States are no blame states, so it doesn't matter who wanted out of the marriage and why. But there are still blame states in the United States where whoever is at fault pays. And it could be that you owe alimony, a lot of it, a lot of child support, things you could have thought about before you went and did this. And with the Fool here, it's like you're looking back on all your foolish decisions. The Lover is another decision between two or multiple, and you made the wrong decision. Again, you want to get in that boat and run away. Here's the Six of Swords and the Six of Swords together with the Lovers from my other deck. As you can see, I use 2 decks. Sometimes I'll use 3, 4, 5, whatever. You all know I'm a multi-dimensional reader. I use quantum physics to read energy, aura, whatever comes to me. A lot of instinct and a lot of help from my ancestors. So you got the Six of Swords here, and it's like you want to get in this boat and you want to get the hell away from these horrible emotions, but the problem is you can't. Because you can't make a free decision to get away right now. Right now, you're too busy trying to collect yourself and you're trying to collect yourself and get yourself out of the hole you got yourself into. And you may have to move out with all your assets frozen, and that may be what's got you stuck. That split decision, that split-second decision. You've got to go. I don't want you around the kids or me or blah, 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 whatever. And it may put you in a tight position with your assets frozen. If you guys are not married, it's still going to put you in a tight position because you've got community assets there. And it's almost like you can't help yourself, and I don't understand what this is. Now I do. Okay, so with this Strength card, you've also got this Three of Swords in the background, and this Three of Swords is not helpful for you. You're hanging on to old hurts, and this is why you're continuing this pattern of reaching out and lashing out and hurting other people. But you don't realize that it is draining you to continue this cycle. This cycle is really, really hard to maintain. One lie leads to another, to another, to another, and then you start tripping over your lies. You need to not do that. Be upfront, be honest, and just get it over with. I would much rather hurt someone up front than them find out 10 years down the road something I did whenever. I'd rather tell them up front. This is really draining for you. And I was trying to figure out why you're doing it. The reason why is that you have this ginormous wall up and you don't want to let anybody in. And you can't do that. You're getting a swift message here. A very harsh message that you can't do that. You can't not allow people in, but then suggest a relationship or be in a relationship or a marriage. You can't continue to be hurt over past issues, get into a relationship and then take it out on that person, or get into a relationship and not let them in, not open up to them. It's not fair to you, it's not fair to them, and it's not fair to your children if there are children involved. It's not fair to friends and family because they get used to this person, and then here's that swift message of you're out of here. And I feel like you're out of here was kicking you out or you kicking them out. And now there's a bit of walking away going on here, guys. Definitely some walking away. And it's sad because you made a good couple, the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. You made a good couple, but these past sneaky decisions caught up with you. This is, this is your decisions catching up with you. Your Seven of Swords in reverse, and then your Seven of Coins in the upright. So you guys are stuck in a 7 cycle of, trying to get past the troubles. You feel like everything you try to grow, everything you try to do is not coming in right. Your job decisions, your relationship decisions, your decisions with friends, decisions at work. It's not going to because of the fact that you don't have your karma right here. And you're in Mercury retrograde and Scorpio season. You need to understand that that has a very, very strong impact in bringing out your dark side. Opening that door and letting your skeletons out. Yeah. So, nothing you do is going to be fruitful for the fact that you haven't been honest while planting it. Right? You stole these seeds, planted it, and then thought you were going to, profit from it. And unfortunately, doesn't work that way. Yes, this person has had enough. Definitely had enough. They see this as a victory, you being out of their life. Or them being out of your life. Maybe you see this as a victory, the Nine of Cups in reverse, because this is not what you were wishing for. There's a whole lot of talk here with the Knight of Cups and the Princess of Cups in reverse. All kinds of promises and talk and garbage. But no, this is all say, no do. This is all talk, no action. And with this, the Death card. Talking about this whole situation needs to transform in order for you to move forward. Those seeds are stolen, and so you need to make it right by paying that karmic debt before you can go further. You need to change. You need to go into a metamorphosis, come out a different person. This person sees it as a victory because they no longer have to deal with the non-reciprocation. You've got 2 sixes here, 6 of Wands in the upright with Death, and you've got the 6 of Pentacles reversed. So somebody here wasn't properly reciprocating the entire time. So this is talking about getting your karma right before you can move forward. Get that job offer that you've worked so hard for. Get the right relationship for yourself. All of these things are things that you need to get right before you can have any of these fruitful, abundant things. Okay, Virgo, I'm done beating you up. That was not my intention. If this is someone doing it to you, just say it in the comments. Like I said, I get nasty comments about I didn't do this and you bitch and all these crazy comments, and I'm like, okay. And then my Scorpio husband gets involved and it gets ugly. So if it wasn't you that did this and it was your partner, feel free to say so. I mean, general readings can't be perfect all the time. Right? Right. Sometimes the energy comes in vice versa for me, and I always say that at the beginning of every video. And so if you know that, go ahead and leave a comment. You know, tell me your story. Tell me what's going on with you. I actually read them. I actually respond to them. So that's your girl Kelly coming straight at you for the Queen Tarot Bee in Boston. Virgo, that is your reading for November of 2019, and I will catch y'all on the flip side. Bye, guys.